me, I'm super fly, super duper fly, super duper fly.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Nikki here with another video. I know it's been a while, but forgive me. So as y'all can see in the title, I am doing a story time today. Y'all know I be on my dummy missions, but before I start the story, make sure y'all go ahead and like some of my other videos. If you haven't already subscribe to the channel. Okay, so this story is actually fairly recent. It's actually just happened a week ago. So you know, sister was down. The sister was locked down. You know, they got me, they caught me. You know, so I'm about to tell y'all why. So this actually just happened last Saturday. So today's Saturday. This happened an exact week ago. So a week ago I had a hair appointment, so I was excited. You know, I had just got my hair done. It was my first time getting my hair done in Atlanta. I went to a new girl. She laid my hair out. It was like 6 p.m. I was with my boyfriend. We were about to go get some crab legs and get some wine. We had the whole night planned out. So I was like, yeah, you know, like I was hyped. So I'm in the car leaving the hair salon. When I tell y'all, I was like legit probably like 2 minutes away from the hair salon. So I look up in my rear view. I'm like, oh, it's a cop behind me. But I've never really been the type of person to get too worried about the police because I've never been pulled over before. Like my record is clean. Well, it was clean, but my record was clean. So I wasn't too worried or whatever. But I have a broken tail light. So I was kind of like, you know, like I don't know how the cops are down here. As y'all know, for those who don't know, I just moved to Georgia. I'm from Ohio, but I don't know how the cops are down here. So I was a little worried, but not too worried. So I was driving fine, but then I realized I was in the right lane. So it was a right lane and then it was a turning lane. So it was strictly just a straight and then the right lane, and then it was a left turning lane. So I noticed like I needed to make the left. So because if I would have kept going straight, I would have had to go down this long road and turn back around. So I'm like kind of like, you know, I'm kind of like, you know, I need to make this left, because if I don't make this left, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna have to go down this long road. I'm trying to get these crab legs. I ain't ate in a few hours. So I'm thinking like, I'm going back and forth with my boyfriend. He's in the passenger seat. I'm like, should I make this left? You know what I'm saying? And then we were just like kind of going back and forth with that. I'm like, I don't know if I should make the left because the police are right behind me. What if I don't be able to get into the turn the left lane? It was just too late for me. And now that I think about it now, like I should have probably just went straight, but I was like, YOLO, I ain't scared of the po-po. And then I'm thinking, you know, like they're not about to pull me over. It looked like he was probably getting off his shift, so I'm Gucci. So I'm like, okay, so instead of me, I'm so stupid for this, but instead of me just going straight, I decided to turn left and the right lane. I think what really messed it up was the people that were coming straight in the other lane. So I was turning, and I guess they thought that I was about to hit their cars. They beeped their horn. I don't know why. Nobody's about to hit y'all. Like it's obvious I'm not about to hit y'all. I'm just turning. So, you know, as soon as I turned, I just felt it in my spirit. I was like, I'm about to get pulled over. It's over for the kids. So I look up in my rear view. I see the sirens going. I'm like, I'm getting pulled over. So my boyfriend is like, oh, you know, a part of me, I blame him just a little bit, just because he was the one to tell me to turn. Like he was kind of hyping me up. But it was ultimately my decision because I was driving. I didn't have to listen. But I do blame him a little bit. So shout out to Patrick. But anyways, so I see the sirens. I'm like, oh, I'm chalked. I'm just chalked. Like I'm not about to get out of this. It's over for me. Like there's no way they're gonna let me go. So you know, they put me over, and I at that time, it's weird though, because I still wasn't even really worried, because I know I have my license. I'm legal to drive. The only thing was a wrong turn. So I'm like, the worst that can happen right now is them just giving me a ticket, which if I don't have to pay, I'm not going to pay it. I'm just kidding. I was going to have to pay it, but I was like, okay, you know, like I still wasn't really too worried. So the cop comes up. He's like, you do understand that you just made a left turn and a right from a right lane? I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm willing to deal with the consequences or whatever. So boom. So he's like, you got your driver's license and registration on you. So I'm like, ew. So the thing with that is this, boom. So I had just moved from here to Ohio. I mean, from Ohio to here. So I didn't have my driver's license because I was still waiting on that to come in the mail, and I didn't have my registration. The only form of identification that I had on me was my student ID. So I'm like, oh, I don't have anything. Well, he's like, do you know your license number or something? He's like, what's your first and last name or something? So I'm just like, I told him, my name is Nikki, or whatever, and I gave him my last name. So he's like, okay. So he walks to the car, because at this point I'm just kind of like, okay, like, are you about to look at my license? What's going on? So at that point I still wasn't worried, because I'm like, okay, like, I know I'm not lying. So he goes to the car. He's like, I don't know what he does in the car the first time, but when he comes back, he's like, I'm going to need you to step out of the car. So I'm like, that's when it really hit me. Like, okay, you might be going to jail today. Just because I feel like I've been in the car and I've witnessed people get pulled over, and every time they're asked to get out of the car, they be going to jail. So I'm just like, oh, y'all about to hold this sister down. So I'm like, oh, so I get out of the car, and for a second I'm like, should I just run? Like, I was really contemplating on running, but I'm like, okay, then I'm gonna be in even deeper stuff. So I just got out of the car. So I get out of the car, he calls for backup. So I'm just like, okay, like, now y'all just doing the most. Like, I'm a girl, I weigh 120 some pounds. I don't understand why y'all have to call backup. It's not that serious. So I'm standing there. He's like, I get out of the car. He tells me to stand next to the car. So I'm just like, okay, like, why are we doing all this? I'm asking him, like, what's going on? He's like, because I don't have any proof that you're actually who you say you are. That's when I went to give him my student ID. I was having my student ID in the car. So I give him my student ID. And he's like, okay. So he goes back to the car again, and he comes back again, and he's like, did you ever have a different name or something? Because your name isn't coming up. And I'm just like, okay, you may want to check again, because my name is what it is on the ID from what I know of. I don't know I'm pretty sure my name is what I know my name. But I was like, okay, whatever. So he goes back to the car again. While he's on that, my boyfriend is sitting in the passenger seat, and then the other cop is like asking him questions. And I hear the other cop like, like, did she not have a lie? And I'm just kind of like, I heard him talking, so I turned on, like, you're not about to try to play me, like I'm about to lie. So I turn around, I'm just like, dude, like, I just said I have a license. Like, actually, I have a picture, because I remember I sent a picture of my driver's license to my dad. So I have my boyfriend call my dad and, like, like, tell him, like, look, you know what I'm saying? She got a license. So the officer comes back. I guess we didn't get the ID in enough time, but the officer comes back. And he's like, I'm actually going to have to. Your license is suspended. So I'm just kind of like, what? Like, what you mean? My license is suspended? Like, it can't be suspended. I literally just got it, like, right before my birthday. So he's like, yes, says that your license is suspended in Ohio and it's invalid in Georgia. So I'm like, first off, I've never even had a Georgia license, and I don't understand how my license would be suspended. He's like, there's no way for me to look, but I'm gonna have to place you under arrest. Oh. I was like, oh. I had to turn around, like, hold it, are you talking to me? Like, you about to take me to jail? So he's like, yeah. So he turns around, he put them cuffs on my hands. That's when I knew I was just doing wrong in life. That's when I was like, okay, I gotta get my life together, because I'm like, how? But the thing that was confusing me is just how. I just kept asking him how. I've never been pulled over before. I've had my car towed because of the, like, failure of parking, but I couldn't understand why my license would have been suspended. So, like, that's all I can ask him. But clearly he doesn't know, because only thing he can see on his screen, I guess, is the fact that it's suspended. He don't know why. So I keep asking him. So he got me in handcuffs. I'm like, oh my gosh. I instantly just started crying. Like, I'm just like, dude, I'm about to be somebody's girlfriend in prison. Like, I'm about to lose my job. I'm about to be in jail all weekend because it's a Friday. I'm just got all this different stuff is going through my head. Like, so my thought process right there was just like, failure. Like, I was just like, I'm just shocked. My life is just over. I'm officially a convict. So they're like asking like, okay, well, is it okay if do you mind if your boyfriend drives your car? Because it was in the middle of the road. Obviously, I didn't want to leave it there, so I was like, okay, yeah. So they put me in the back of the car. I'm looking like, oh my gosh, like, the way that they have police cars set up is just so wrong though. Like, I mean, for certain, I feel like you do certain stuff like come on now, like for speeding or just like little stuff, like you about to put me in the back of a dog cage. So they had me in the cuffs. I'm just looking down like, bro, I'm like, my dad is gonna dog me, my mom is gonna dog me, then she gonna call everybody in my family and tell them what happened. So I'm like, damn, I'm shocked. It's over with. So I go to I'm in the back seat, you know, so he comes in the car, so I'm just looking, then I look up, I see myself on camera, so I'm over there looking fried, eyes all poofy, my hair starts sweating out because it was hot outside. And that's another thing why I was mad too, because they had me standing outside for like a good 10 minutes, and I had just left the hair salon. We in Georgia, and my leave out started sweating out. So I'm like, in the backseat just looking like at myself like, okay, we all could at least like let me get myself together first if I knew I was gonna be on camera. So I'm in the back seat or whatever. So he pulls off, and I'm asking him all these questions. I'm like, well, you know, like, how long am I going to be in jail for? So he's like, well, you know, we're going to try to get you out as soon as possible. I'm like, okay, that's not a good enough answer for me, buddy. Is I'm about to be up in here all weekend? Am I about to be let to go tonight, or what's good? Because I'm not about to be here all weekend. Like, that just cannot happen. My main point though is just the fact that I just got my hair done. Like, if I ain't just got my hair done, I could have stayed there all weekend, but I ain't have my head scarf, I ain't have my comb, my brush, my bonnet, I ain't had nothing. So I was like, oh no, I gotta go home tonight because I ain't paid for me to get my hair done for no reason. So, you know, he was a nice officer though, I will give it that. Like, when he was putting me in the car, he was like being gentle. He was like, I'm gonna put your seatbelt on, you know. He actually gave me my phone. I don't know why, because what am I supposed to do with a phone if my hands are cuffed? But he let me have my phone back there with me or whatever. So we pull it up, and the drive to the police or the jail wasn't far at all from where I was. It's probably like 5-minute drive. So I wasn't in the police car for long. So we pull up, and he opens these doors, like these processing doors, and it's like two securities. I don't know what their positions was, but like two securities just standing there or whatever. Like, and then there's this guy like who was locked up too, and he's just staring at me. I'm like, oh my gosh, like he about to try to chop. I just knew it. And he just staring. So they get my information, and I'm like, dang, you know, I'm asking them like, you know, like how long. They like, we don't even know what's going on yet, so we don't know. And I noticed that one of the officers, like, he was kind of like mugging me, because when I asked that, I'm like, well, how long is this going to take? He was kind of like he was one of those people who don't like convicts, like kind of like, you were gonna do the crime, so you should do the time. And I'm just looking at him like, okay, Richard, if you don't have you don't know me, and you don't have no bonnet and no comb for me, so you just don't have no point of even being here right now. So I'm like, boom. So they get all my information or whatever, and I'm asking them like, y'all will have to take a picture, because I know me, I've been on like the website like with the convicts and stuff, and I'll be seeing like the pictures of people like locked up and like they mug shots, and I'm like, I do not want to be like that. I don't want nobody to try to Google my name and they be able to find my mug shot. Like, that's embarrassing. So, you know, they're like, yeah, we are gonna have to take a picture or whatever. So I'm like, dang. So they put me in the hole. It was like 2 holding cells. It was a holding cell that the guy was in. They put me in the holding cell right next to the guy. The bad thing about that was it was glass, but the glass was so thin. So he's over there trying to talk to me. He's like just staring at me though. Like, I'm looking away, just trying to avoid eye contact. And he's just staring. I'm just like, dude, like, this is the wrong place to try to chop. You don't even know why I'm in. Well, you don't even know why I'm in here for. Like, you about to try to chop somebody who's in jail. Come on now. Like, you don't even know my situation. So then he's like, you know, I hear him talking. He's like, hey, you know, can I call my wife? And I'm like, dude, like what? So he's trying. I'm okay. Well, maybe he's just trying to be friendly. But then he's like, through the glass, like, hey, call me. I'm like, okay, dude, like, please. No, I know my hair look good. I know it do, but it wouldn't out today. But I know my hair look good. I just got it done. I know I look good today. My outfit was cute, but no, baby, we not about to try to chop nobody in no prison, baby. So I'm like, or whatever. So he was in the holding cell probably for like 10 minutes with me. So I'm asking, I asked him though, I was like, how long have you been here? It's like 45 minutes or so. So I'm like, okay, well hopefully I can be out of here within the next hour. I don't know why I thought it was going to be that easy though. But I'm like, all right, so maybe I should be in here for the next hour or so. So, he gets out. So I'm just waiting, I'm waiting. It felt like I was in there probably for like 40 minutes, but it felt like I was in there for like 2 hours. So I'm like, dude, like, I'm about to be in here all day. Like, what am I about to do? Like, how am I going to survive in prison? So, I'm thinking at this point, like, okay, the crab legs might be short because the stores is about to close. So eventually they let me out. It wasn't really much going on in my holding cell other than me just kind of looking at the ground or whatever. They take me out or whatever, and she's like, I have to do your fingerprints. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. So she does my fingerprints. And then they're like, you can get one call, call whoever you want to call, ask them if they can bail you out. So I'm like, okay. The only person who I think of is my dad. So the worst, I'm walking to that phone. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, I cannot believe this is something I have to do. Because I always kind of joked about it. Like, I wonder if I ever have to go to jail. But I never thought it would actually happen to me. So I'm like, I get on the phone and they asking me all. And then I had a code number. Like, I had a PIN number. They like, that's when I knew. I was like, oh, I'm in jail. When they gave me a PIN number, I was like, I'm in jail for real. So, I had to put my PIN number in or whatever. So I called my dad, and my dad is like, oh, I'm like, Daddy, I'm crying. I'm like, I'm in jail. So he like, oh, I know. I'm out here. I already paid your bail. Me and Patrick, which is my boyfriend, is out here waiting on you. So I'm like, oh, okay. So that conversation was short. So I'm like, dang, like he kind of laughing, like giggling on the phone. I'm just like kind of like, oh, okay. So this is probably like 2 hours in. So I'm there 2 hours. So I'm like, I'm asking the lady, I'm like, like my dad paid my bill. I'm free, right? So she's like, no, not yet. You gotta wait for your fingerprints to take back. So I'm like, well, how long does that take? She's like, well, since it's your first offense, then it can't take up to 16 hours. I'm like, hold up, you just mean 16 minutes? Huh? Because I think you just said 16 hours. I think you probably meant to say 16 minutes for real. But she's like, no, it takes about 16 hours, up 16 hours if it's your first offense. I'm like, well, damn. Like, I kind of wish at this point I would have been in jail already for real. So I could have had my fingerprints in the system. So they take me out of my first holding cell and they put me in a second holding cell where there's this lady, and you could tell she's crying and stuff too. So I'm like, dang, like, how I'm over there talking slang to her though, like I'm just about the life. I'm like, what put you down? You know what I'm saying? Like, who got you? What you get caught doing? So she's kind of confused, looking at me like, how did you even get in here? You don't look like you belong here. And I'm like, honestly, I don't. My license was suspended. Like ain't nobody telling me why. But I'm just here because my license is suspended. And I'm asking her, but her story was just, she got into an accident, I guess. Called the police and they arrested her or something for some ticket. But she said she had been in there. This time it was almost 9 o'clock, so almost 3 hours in. And she said she had been there since 12 p.m. in the afternoon. So she was there like all day. So I'm like, dang, like, I feel bad for you. I'm over here complaining about an hour and a half, 3 hours, and you've been here all day. So I'm just looking out the glass because they came in there, they got her, took her somewhere. But I'm just looking in the glass, just like watching their every move. Like, okay, is they about to go get the paper from the printer? Are those my fingerprints? So I'm just in there. I start crying again. I'm like, I'm about to be in here another 16 hours. I ain't had dinner yet. Like, dude over there trying to chop me. I'm about to end up being somebody's girlfriend by the end of today. It's just dead. Like, but luckily they did come. I was probably sitting in the holding cell again, probably for like another good half hour, 45 minutes. So she came over there, but the security guard, the thing about her, I feel like she wanted me to get out because she was cool like the whole time. She was like, you don't belong here. Just, like, we about to get you out of here. I got you. So she came in there. She made sure I was straight or whatever. So, some other girl was released. She looked like she had been there all day. Like, but yeah. But the funny thing is, as I was walking out, everybody's kind of like, I like your hair or whatever. And then like this other security guard, she came up to me like, you don't look like you belong here. And I'm like, I I honestly don't. But I was probably in jail, I would say probably 6:30 to like probably like 11 or like 10 or something like that. So I was in there probably like 4 hours altogether. So it wasn't bad, but it was definitely an experience I wouldn't want to go through, because going to jail is just like, it just makes you feel like, wow. Because I know, and I feel like it was karma, because I do talk a lot of stuff. Like when I see the police, somebody be like, Nikki, you need to slow down. I'll be like, they be like, the police are right there. I ain't scared of no police, period, sis. I got this. If they pull me over, when those gonna happen, they gonna let me go. Because I'm so used to, because since I feel like I'm so young looking and I have like this whole little adorable thing going on, I'll be like, everybody just gonna let me slide all the time. But it was a humbling experience. I wouldn't wish jail on anybody, just because the process is just like, and the way that the guards kind of look at you, and they like, I feel like they kind of like judge you like you like a convict, when really in reality it's just me driving around with a suspended license that I didn't even know was suspended. Jail ain't where it's at. I heard the food was nasty. I didn't get to try it. It was just boring. They ain't had no TVs, no cell phones. You had to have a PIN number in order to call somebody. It was just low, you know. But my case, my case isn't over. I do have to go to court in September. But the only thing that I have to do is show proof of insurance. So that was the problem the whole time. You would think that, okay, maybe my license is suspended because I hit somebody and ran or something, but because I failure to prove my insurance in Ohio, so they suspended my license. And that's why I got out of there. That's why I got out of that state, because why is my license suspended? I was just so confused. But pray for me, y'all. You know, I got a case, you know. That's cool. It is what it is. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Take it as a lesson. Y'all know I done had story times about running out of gas twice, going to jail. I guess that just teaches you two things. Make sure you always got gas in your car, and make sure that you show your proof of insurance to Ohio, because that's just to stay running out of gas. And my license got suspended, so don't be me. But I do want to thank you guys so much for watching. I will have more videos coming. I haven't been recording that much just because I'm in the process of moving around, just changed states. So haven't been recording that much, but thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys next time.